Hi friends, Ingrid, Chelsea, Mama. Hmm. Hi friends, welcome. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Happy Easter. Um, let's see. Trying to think as far as special announcements go, what's happening. I guess all I've got coming up, like in the near future, I have some, well, this isn't actually the near future, but my next big things are my retreats this summer and fall. So, Costa Rica, I'm going in 2 weeks. If you want to hop on board, there's still spots available. But otherwise, this summer I have, let's see, Ojai, California. So they're all weekends, long weekends, so Thursdays to Sundays. And it's actually always amazing to me how much we do in that short amount of time and how much it feels like a really I think like it's a big rejuvenating, even though it's just 3 days. You're like, oh, that felt like I really got something. So Ojai, California is the beginning of August, and then Escalante, Utah is the end of August, and then Sedona, Arizona is October. If you have any interest. Yeah, I guess that's really all I got. So let's just practice, shall we? Okay, we're gonna start on our backs this morning. Let's go ahead and lay down. As you lay down, might feel nice. Just kind of move your body a little bit. Wiggle, stretch. Give yourself a little bit of a self massage if you want to. You can massage your temples, your forehead, your jaw. I even like to just sometimes tap my fingers on my heart space or my belly. It just kind of helps bring me into my physical body a little bit more. So, whatever you want to do. And then eventually, no rush, but eventually settle into what's called constructive rest pose. So feet on the ground with your knees bent and your feet nice and wide. So mat width distance apart with your feet. And just let your knees fall in towards each other. And it's perfect if they touch. It's perfect if they don't touch. And you can do whatever feels good with your arms, but if you'd like, invitation to bring one hand to your heart space and one hand to your belly. And just close your eyes. If you really prefer to keep your eyes open, soften your gaze. So try not to look around the room with big satellite eyes. Bringing everything just a little more inward. So your awareness, your attention, start to bring it into your own body. Feeling physically how you are this morning. And even going a little bit deeper, peeling back the layers, noticing even energetically and emotionally what you might be showing up with. And if you have not already, just start to bring a little more awareness to your breath. If you're a visual person, or if you're trying to expand your capacity to use your imagination, maybe you use it now and just visualize your breath flowing through you, flowing up and down the length of your spine. Flowing perhaps out into your fingers and out into your toes. And then next time you inhale, friends, everybody, fill up as big as you can. Take a moment to pause at the top in absolute fullness. And then see if you can take even an extra little sip. Great big sigh out your mouth. Yeah. Very nice. And then again, like that, couple more. Great big huge inhale, fill up. All the way up as full as you can become. Extra little sip if it's there. And then big sigh, release. Good. Last time. So biggest inhale you've taken this entire morning. Hold. Let that breath circulate around inside. Maybe you find that extra sip. Any stress, any heaviness you're holding, let it go. Big exhale, sigh it out. Ah, very nice. Now, begin to drop into your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. The inhale, it's like you're taking a really, really deep, slow motion gasp. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window, but your lips are sealed over the breath. So ujjayi is a Sanskrit word. It means vibrant or victorious. So this breath, it's vibrant, it's powerful, it's strong, it's victorious. But it's also slow and steady, regulating and calming for your nervous system as you move through perhaps a challenging physical practice. So your breath, if you can figure out how to use it to support you, it really is there to guide you and hold you from the inside. It's not there to fight you. So stay curious about it. Come back to it over and over again. If you want to stay right here, just resting for a little bit longer, or even if you wanted to stay here the entire practice, that's fine with me. So as long as you're present, as long as you're paying attention, then you are doing yoga. So give yourself permission to take care of your own body and whatever you need throughout our class today. If you're ready to start moving, go ahead and draw your knees in towards your belly. And just take a gentle rock from side to side for a moment. So give your low back a nice little massage against the ground. And then as you are ready, just a nice gentle supine spinal twist. So let your knees fall to the right and either extend your left arm out to the left, or you might cactus your left arm, goalpost your left arm on the ground. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. Use your big intentional breath to create more space in your torso, or create more length up and down your spine from the crown of your head all the way down to the base. Take just a couple more on this side. And then just nice and easy, find your way to the other side. So come through center. You might take a moment to neutralize, give your knees a little squeeze or take a little rock. And then eventually just knees fall left and right arm extends out to the right. Goalpost your right arm on the ground. And breathe down into your belly, big and spacious. Slow and steady, all the way to empty with every single exhalation. So use this time at the beginning of your practice, this time when we're moving slower, to really cultivate the awareness and attention to your breath. The awareness and attention to what you're feeling in your body. Rather than tuning out and feeling like you're anticipating when the hard part begins, be right here. Feel yourself on the ground. Feel the space inside of you and your breath flowing through you. You're warming up your body slowly and gently. Bottom of your next exhale, bring your knees back to center. And take a little bit of neutralizing movement once again. So maybe a little rock, maybe a big squeeze, maybe even a full body stretch would feel good. And then if you prefer to find your own way up to your hands and your knees, that is perfectly fine with me. Otherwise, invitation to rock and roll along your spine a few times. So see if you can take a few rocks, 6 or 7 rocks, and feel your core engage. Maybe even find a little bit of hover time on your upper back or on your sit bones. And then eventually rock up, cross your ankles, just roll over your feet. Nice job, everybody. You can crawl back if you need to so that you are nice and centered on your yoga mat. And then just intuitive movement, any movement that calls to you. So it could be cat-cows. It could be big circles with your hips. Maybe you just feel like sitting back in child's pose and resting there, grounding there for a moment. So let this be for you, for your body. That voice that says, am I doing this right? Do I look weird? That voice gets to go away. You just get to feel whatever wants to be felt. So even your elbows, even your shoulder blades, even your fingers and your toes, there's a million things you could notice as you explore your own intuitive movement. Give yourself just a couple more rounds. And then, my friends, start to make your way back to a neutral spine. We're going to take a thread the needle pose here. So only if you want to, invitation to gate your left leg out to the left. So your toes face forward and the sole of your foot presses into the ground. Extend your right arm out to the right and then see if you can reach it up. You can lift to your left fingertips if it helps. Breathe in here. And then exhale, thread your right arm underneath you. Reach, reach, reach. And then gently rest down on the outside of your shoulder and the outside of your head. So you can lean forward to get your head and shoulder to the ground, but then feel as if there is an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up. Awesome, Sala. Breathe into your back body. So back of your heart, back of your ribs, low back, kidneys. Take about 2 or 3 more breaths. Soft through your facial muscles, through your forehead, your jaw. And then if you do happen to have your left hand lifted, bring your left hand back to the ground. On an inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and all the way back up. Exhale, right hand down. And everybody, pick up your left leg. So whether or not you had it extended, take your left toes off the right edge of your mat. Curl them under, push them into the ground. Pull your hips to the left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. You can lean into it. You might round your back. You might bend your elbows. So find something here that feels good or feels interesting in your body. One last round. And then back to a tabletop position. And for just a moment, tuck your toes under, lift your hips back and up, downward facing dog. So really spread through your fingers and feel your strong foundation in your hands. So rather than feeling like all of your weight is coming down into your hands and you're pushing the ground away, feel rather like you're pulling up from the ground. You're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips and you're moving energy from the earth up through your arms and your side bodies, up through your spine. And then feel that connection to your center, your strong core. So you guys hear me talk about it all the time. Imagine a rope that's attached to your belly button. It's literally pulling up and back. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And then listen, exhale, just gently set your knees back on the ground. We're going to take thread the needle on the other side. So option if you want to get your right leg out to the right, toes face forward, and as best you can, try to push the sole of your foot into the ground. Left arm out, and then left arm up. See if you can open through the left side of your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, thread it through. So reach, 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 and then gently come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder and head. And you're still connected to your center. That invisible rope still draws up. You can work out however you want. So you might wrap your right arm behind you. You might push into the ground with your right hand. Just feel whatever there is to feel on this side. So allow this side to feel different and respond to it. Most of us, we are not exactly even on both sides. So start to get curious about that. Honor that. Take about 2 more breaths. Nice job, everybody. If you do have your right hand lifted, bring it back to the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your left arm. All the way out, all the way up. Nice width. And then exhale, set your left hand down. Whether or not you had your right leg extended, take your right leg back behind you and then toes off the left edge of your mat. Pull your hips over to the right, so you're kind of leaning your hips to the right, and gaze back over your left shoulder. So you could lean a little bit, you could round a little bit. Maybe you even come down to one of your forearms. Nice, Mags. Take one more deep breath, feeling into this posture on this side. And then back to center, nice Mikkel, tabletop. And then back to downward facing dog once again. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So feel into your dog with your breath, with your awareness. You got about 5 rounds. See if you can feel not only your strong hands, but also your strong shoulders. So with your strong shoulders, it should not feel like you are hyperextending and just pulling on your shoulder girdle. It should feel like they're stable, they're strong, they're plugged in, and then you're pressing back through your heart. Yes, awesome. Good awareness, friends. Everybody take one more great big in-breath into your down dog. Hey, Scotty, exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to transition, forward fold. Once you have arrived, just give yourself a moment to hang in your forward fold. You could take a ragdoll if you want, grab opposite elbows. You could bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. Maybe a little sway or a little bob or a little bounce. And even here, you can feel that invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling straight up. So try not to rock back into your heels and lock out your knees, but instead, little baby bend or even big bend in your knees. Weight slightly forward, and then focus on using your core to lift your sit bones as high as you can. So think crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Last breath in your forward fold. With your next inhale, halfway lift position. So get all the rounding out of your back. Stick your butt out. Yes, exhale, fold. And then do that one more time. Halfway lift. Press back through the tops of your thighs. Feel your sit bones broaden. Very nice. Exhale, fold. Nice, John. Take it all the way up this time. So come through your halfway lift and keep rising. Inhale, arms extend. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Let's flow for just a moment with our breath. Inhale, high mountain. Hinge at your hips and dive down slowly. So a big bend in the knees might feel really good on the low back. Beautiful. As you inhale, spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana, back of your neck and sides of your neck long. Exhale, release, Uttanasana, nice reach. Press into your feet, heart leads, take it back up. Inhale, extend your arms up, maybe gaze up, and then hands to your heart. Let's take that one more time. It's your half sun salute. So much awareness. Inhale, reach. Take the entire length of your exhale to slowly dive down and fold. As you breathe in, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Nice, Eileen. Exhale, fold. All the way to empty, connect to your center and rise from that place. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, this time inhale, arms reach up. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze your shoulders towards your spine. And if at all possible, try not to lock out your elbows. Reach your hands back behind you if it is available to you. And only if you want, add a little baby back bend. So hug in with your inner thighs, press your hips forward, puff up your heart, tilt your chin up. Try not to let your head collapse back, but think of extending back with strength in the sides of your neck. Take one more big inhalation, puff up your heart. Now keep your clasp, exhale, hinge at your hips all the way down into your forward fold. See if you can hang out in your fold with your fingers interlaced for a couple more breaths. So if it helps, my friends, bend your knees more, relax your neck, let your head hang. Focus on lifting your butt up and lifting your knuckles up. Maybe knuckles even start to reach forward. Feel that opening in the front of your shoulders. One last inhale. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang. Give them a little shaky shake or give your head a little shaky shake. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, realign. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. So pause in your plank, spread your fingers, push actively into the ground. Feel your strong arms or strong shoulders. Nice, Max. Draw your belly button in and up. And see if you can even feel the front of your thighs, your quad muscles firing. Take little baby rocks forward and back. Awesome, Trish. Like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. So nothing is changing in your position, just rocking forward, rocking back, little baby movements. Nice, Tracy. All right, if you would like to come to your knees, please feel free at any time. Next, inhale that little rock forward, surround your tippy toes, and then exhale, lower just halfway. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, straighten your arms, push back up. Do that one more time. Halfway down, chaturanga, hold until you're empty, and then inhale, push up. Yes. Exhale, slow motion all the way to your belly. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Spider-Man Cobra. So hands wide out on the hardwood floor. Inhale, lift your heart. You're on your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Exhale, take a little twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back through center. Lift your heart. Draw your navel in and up to protect low back. Exhale, other side, twist. Yes. Inhale, back to center. And take one more each way with your own breath. So feeling into your shoulders, feeling into your front body, back body, side bodies. Moving slowly with awareness. Yeah. Eventually an inhale brings you back to center. You can hold there as long as you want, as long as it feels good to you. And then downward facing dog, however you'd like to transition. All right, good work. So strong hands, push into the ground, and lift from your center. One more big inhalation. Exhale, gaze forward, step or float, top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift position. Exhale, bow. All the way up, rise. Inhale, your arms extend. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. We're going to flow breath to movement through a couple sun A variations. Inhale, high mountain. As you exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then slow dive all the way down into your fold. Let your breath guide you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower, or maybe you even hold empty. Inhale to peel your heart open. Exhale to take your hips back and up, down dog. Beautiful awareness. Take a big inhale into your down dog. And exhale, look forward, step or float, top of your space. Forward fold. Spinal extension, breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up, rise, high mountain, arms to the sky. Hands to your heart. Exhale, one more time like that. It's a moving meditation. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend, navel to spine to protect low back. Inhale, re-extend. Take your dive slowly down, forward fold. Spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, heart lift. Beautiful. Exhale, hips lift. Nice, Nan. Great big inhalation in your down dog. Exhale, look forward, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Rise. Big full body stretch. Breathe in. Hands to your heart center. Breathe out. All right, we will build our flow now. Inhale, high mountain. And as you exhale, let's sit back into a chair plane pose. So bend your knees and sweep your arms back behind you. See if you can keep your heart lifted, and rather than your shoulders rolling forward, roll your shoulders back and down. Nice, Emily. So feel your shoulder blades hug towards your spine, and feel as you stick your butt out behind you, a connection to your center. So your belly button is still pulling in and up. Only if you want, option to float up to your tiptoes now. So as you lift your heels, you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can sit lower. Amazing. Awesome, Mikkel. Take one last round wherever you are at. If you want to, stay on your tiptoes, high mountain. So as tall as you can possibly grow. Big, huge balance challenge. Stay on your tiptoes. Dive down slowly. Stick your butt out and let your core hold you as you dive. Yes, it's an exaggeration of what you want to feel every time. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. However you want to get back to downward facing dog, see you there. Just move with awareness. Be in your body with your breath. Ujjayi. So fire it up. Let it support you. Use it to hold you from the inside. All right, from your down dog, next time you breathe in, extend your right leg to the sky. Go ahead just for a moment and explore. You could open your hip, you could roll out your ankle, you could circle your knee around a few times. So just feel into your three-legged dog. See if you can keep your strong hands rooted firmly. See if you can keep that connection to your strong core lifting you up. Nice, Tim. Take your right leg long, make it strong and powerful. So long, strong, powerful line from fingertips all the way up to your right heel, your right toes. One more in-breath. As you exhale, keep your hips super high, knee towards your nose, round your spine, and step forward as soft as possible. So if your hips are high, you should have plenty of space. Once you step through, slow rise, crescent lunge. Good. So feet on two train tracks, not on a balance beam, and all of your toes face directly forward. Your hips are square, and rather than sinking as deeply as you can, you're finding your longest stance, but then you're hugging towards midline. So your front hip pulls back, your back hip pulls forward, and rather than feeling like you're dying and you're shaking to hold it, you feel really strong and supported through your lower body, your foundation. Your upper body then can grow into your expression. So you don't have to do anything fancy, but what do you want to embody in this pose? What do you want to connect to? Spread your fingers or soften your hands. Smile or make an angry face. I don't care as long as it's on purpose and you're aware. It's intentional. One more inhale. Exhale, just like we did in our chair pose. Hinge forward, reach back. So try not to round your spine, but keep your heart lifted. So shoulders back and down. Now, if you feel like staying here, totally fine. Otherwise, full airplane. So lean forward and float your back foot off the ground. It's like a smiley face shape that you're trying to create from the crown of your head back to your heel. So see if you can lift your heart, not by lifting your head, but by lifting your heart. So use your mid and upper back mobility. Take one last breath. Come back, soft landing. Awesome. Wet crescent lunge. Breathe in. Woo, good work. Exhale, bring your hands down. And then we're gonna move into a pyramid stance. So step your back foot forward about a foot or two. It's gonna be a little different for everyone depending how long your legs are. For this pose, traditionally, you are on a balance beam with your back foot at about a 30-degree angle. But me personally, I like my feet on two train tracks with all 10 toes facing directly forward. So you choose what feels best in your body. Both feet should be flat on the ground. Halfway lift, bring your hands to your hips. So with your hands at your hip creases for just a second, bend your front knee a lot. And then I want you to re-straighten that leg really, really, really slowly by paying attention to your right butt cheek. So I want you to think of pressing your right butt cheek back, 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 and lifting it up, 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 up. So imagine that invisible rope is now attached to your right butt cheek. It's pulling up and back. Take one more inhale, lengthen your spine more, lift your right butt cheek more, and then as you exhale, fold over your front leg. Yes, so keep pulling your right butt cheek up and back. Make sure you're not hyperextending through your front leg. So you should feel your front quad, front of your right thigh, firing up. Make sure you're not rolling onto the inner edge or the outer edge of your foot, or feet, I should say. So both feet are nice and rooted through all four corners. Give yourself about 2 more deep breaths to work this posture, and use your exhales. That's your invitation to dive a little deeper. Yes, so good, you guys. Good awareness of your hips. One last round. And then end of your exhale, just nice and easy. Back foot comes to the top of your space. Forward fold. If you want, you can give your right leg a little shaky shake. Then eventually we're headed into a little tiny potato bug ball. So you can bring your big toes together, a little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. You can choose to press your heels down on purpose. That will work your ankle flexibility. If you want to work your strength and balance, you can lift your heels up really high. And then if you even want to work it a little bit more, wrap your arms around your shins and get as small, as compact as possible, little tiny potato bug ball. Breathe into your back body, back of your heart. Every exhalation, see if you can find your very, very center, the deepest place inside of you, all the way to empty. Take your last couple of breaths here. Very good. Halfway lift position. Inhale. You can widen your feet if you want. Exhale, bow and fold. Rise slowly all the way up to stand. Inhale, extend your arms up, high mountain pose. And pause right here. I want you to check in with how you are standing. So notice, what are you doing without even realizing it? Are you locking out your knees? Are you sticking your butt out, flaring your ribs? Are you tucking your tailbone, rounding your upper back? So is there some way you could simply stand with more intention, attention, with more optimal alignment for your own body? Right foot is going to stay grounded, and then lift your left knee up for standing staff pose. Flex your left toes towards your shin. Hug in with your inner thighs like you're zipping a zipper up through your midline. Yes. Then feel your slow, spacious breath. Take one more inhale. Keep your left foot flexed. Figure 4, sit back into a one-legged chair. Reach your arms back, just like we did in our chair plane, just like we did in our lunge. So heart is lifted, back muscles hug towards your spine, and as you sit your butt back, weight is in your heel, you feel a connection to your center. So this is where we are going when we flow breath to movement. But for now, we're gonna hold, so if you wanna explore, if you wanna play, feel free. Maybe you turn it into a forward fold. Maybe you play with a twist or an arm balance. Maybe you fall out 10 times. Come back in 10 times. Give yourself a few breaths to be in this pose and to find something in it that maybe you've never noticed before. That's my favorite thing about this practice. We do the same poses over and over again. There's always something new you can find. Take one last round wherever you're working. We're going to come back to a standing staff. So if at all possible, stay balanced on your right foot. Nice, Max. Reach your arms up. Lift your left knee up. If you want, extend your left leg forward. Try not to lean back. One more inhale. Now listen, move in slow motion. Low lunge. Step your left toes back. See if you can bring toes and fingers down at the exact same time. Just for fun, let's practice that again. So root into your right foot. Come back to standing staff. Inhale. And then exhale, slow motion, low lunge, fingers and toes at the same time if possible. Good job. Now from low lunge, 3-legged down dog. Take your right leg all the way back and up. 3-legged down dog. Open your right hip up. Yes, bend your knee, peel your right hip open. Wonderful place to stay. Stay right here and breathe here, or one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Push the ground away. Use your strong obliques. Inhale, 3-legged. Open your hip if you like. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Push the ground away. Aim high. Yes. Inhale, 3-legged. This time, square hips, square hips. exhale, rock forward, your variation of plank to chaturanga, or of course you can always skip it and just go straight to down dog if you'd rather. Yes, beautiful, everybody. Eventually, downward facing dog, ujjayi breath, walk it out. Notice, how does right side feel versus left side? Notice what sensations are present. What kind of energy is flowing through you? What does it feel like? What color is it? Use your imagination. All right, from your down dog, my friends, next inhale, left leg to the sky. We'll take a moment, explore any way you feel like. If you want to open your hip, if you want to roll your ankle out, or just point and flex a few times. You want to take some big circles with your left knee. Try to stay connected to your strong center and keep your strong hands rooting down. Nice summer. Take one more big inhale. Make your left leg straight, strong, and powerful. Keep your hips as high as possible. Step your left foot to the top of your mat as soft as you can. So curl in and then step through. Yes. Rise slowly, crescent lunge. You're doing great. Beautiful. So hugging in towards midline to find stability in your legs. So you do want a nice long stance, but then you hug back in to find your strong foundation. So building your pose from that place, then your upper body can expand into your expression. So what do you want to create? What do you want to connect with? Breathe it into your body. Feel it in your fingers. Feel it in your toes. So every single part of you is breathing with you. Take one more big inhale, crescent lunge. As you exhale, airplane lunge. So hinge forward, reach back. For now, you're keeping your back foot down. See if you can lift your heart rather than rounding your back and find a connection to your center. As you are ready, back foot floats up. You may notice that one side feels a lot harder, a lot easier than the other. That's completely normal. Be with that. Awesome, Sala. See if you can lift your heart up a little bit more and see if you can lift your back heel a little bit more. That smiley face shape. Yes, one last round. Beautiful work. Come back, land softly, crescent lunge. Inhale. Nice M. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Pyramid stance. So step your back foot forward. Again, about 1 to 2 feet. It depends how long your legs are. You want both feet flat on the ground. Traditional is feet on a balance beam, back foot on an angle, about a 30-degree angle. My personal preference is all 10 toes face forward, feet on 2 train tracks or 2 skis. Halfway lift, hands to hips. So in your halfway lift, lengthen your spine, and just for a second, bend your left knee a lot. And then super slowly try to re-straighten it by focusing on pulling your left butt cheek up, 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 and back, 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 back. So like you're trying to press the top of your left thigh back. Like you're trying to engage your left quad. Take one more big inhale. Everything lengthens. Pull your left butt cheek up and back. And then exhale, fold deeply over your front leg. So think forehead towards shin, nose toward knee, and then navel towards spine. At the bottom of each exhale, your belly button pulls in and up, and that is where you might go just a little deeper. So you are using your strength to work your flexibility. You are using your strength to hold you in a safe way so you can safely stretch the muscles. If you're getting a little shake in your front leg, that's a good thing. One of my teachers used to call it the sacred tremble. So let it happen. It means you've met an edge. Just breathe into it. Last couple of rounds. Ah. All right, end of your next exhalation, friends. Back foot steps to the top of your space. Nice and easy. Forward fold. You can give, if you want, your left leg a little shake out or pedal out your heels a bit. And then eventually, your little tiny potato bug ball is waiting for you. So make it feel like a nice nurturing pose. Curl into yourself. Hold yourself. And then if you want to challenge yourself, maybe you turn it into a toe stand. So hug in with your inner knees, inner thighs. and even your inner heels. Try to point your knees forward, and then bring your hands to your heart center so you're balancing on your tiptoes. Nice long spine. And if you're in toe stand and you want to play, see if you can open your knees out to both sides. Maybe hang out there for a moment and slowly close your knees back up. If you want to even play with a crow pose, go for it. Last couple breaths. Halfway lift. Next time you inhale. So heels down, elongate your spine, and if you want, widen your feet. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Big full body stretch, not standing staff, high mountain first. So just pause, feel. Is there any way you could be in more optimal alignment for your own body? So feel into neutral pelvis, neutral spine as best you can. And then imagine all your weight coming into your left foot. Right knee lifts, now standing staff. So as your right knee lifts, keep your right toes flexed. Hug in with your inner thighs. Yes, focus your gaze on something in front of you that's not moving. Take one more in-breath. Exhale, figure four with your chair plane arms. So sit back, reach back. Weight is in your left heel as you're sitting back. Now, if you want to explore, feel free. So a few deep breaths anywhere you want to work it on this side. Good girl. Yes. Oh, amazing. Good job, everybody. All right, next couple of rounds, we're finding our way back to standing staff. If you need to set your right foot down, high mountain is fine. Otherwise, right knee is lifted, arms reach up. And if you want that little bit extra, see if you can even extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. One more inhale. Slow motion, low lunge. See if you can land with fingers and toes at the exact same time. And just to even ourselves out, let's do it one more time on this side. So back up, standing staff, slow motion movement. Exhale, low lunge. Fingers and toes touch down at the same time. From here, three-legged dog, left leg all the way back and up. Open up your hip. So feel your left hip stack on top of right. This is a great place to stay. Stay here, get this awesome stretch. Or one more inhale here. A little bit of core work. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale, three-legged. Take it up. Open your hip if you want. Exhale, left to left. Aim high. Awesome, Johnny. Inhale, back up. This time, square hips, long through your left leg. And exhale, rock forward. Your variation, plank to chaturanga. So feel free to take it on your knees. Set your left foot down. Feel free also to just go straight to down dog and skip the vinyasa. That's all you. Once you are back in down dog, my friends, few deep breaths, maybe a couple big sighs out your mouth. Or if you're feeling a child's pose, you need a drink of water, now is a great time. So we are going to move through all that stuff we just did, that entire sequence, twice more. We're going to go a little faster. So we'll move one breath, one movement, but it does not mean that we speed through as fast as we can and forget to breathe. It means we use our really slow, intentional breath to guide our slow, intentional movement. So if you feel like I'm cueing so slow, see if you can breathe slower, breathe deeper, breathe bigger, and move with your breath. If you are coming with me, my friends, downward facing dog. All right. Ujjayi breath, fire it up. Great big inhale as you push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your mat. Step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Nice, Eileen, exhale, bow. And all the way up, rise, breathe in and stretch. Hands to your heart, exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, high mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane or float up to your tiptoes for drinking bird if you'd like. Stay on your tiptoes for a balance challenge. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down slowly. So use your core to help you balance. Yes, amazing. Heels on the ground, nice barb, halfway lift. Breathe in. Plant your hands, feet back, exhale, chaturanga. So try to use your exhale to lower. Inhale to peel your heart open. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, nice Tracy, downward facing dog. Beautiful, big inhalation, right leg to the sky. Keep your hips high and use your strong core. Exhale, step your right foot through softly. Nice, Mikkel, rise up. Awesome, Steve. Crescent lunge, inhale. And then you choose either airplane lunge or full airplane fly. Back foot floats up. Beautiful. Come back to a soft landing. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to the earth. As you inhale, pyramid pose with a halfway lift. So use your inhale to lengthen everything. Pull your right butt cheek back and up. And then exhale, fold deeply all the way to empty in your breath. As you inhale, step forward, halfway lift with your toes together. Exhale, curl in, tiny little potato bug ball, get small. And then come right back to your halfway lift, spinal extension, realign. And fold. You can widen your feet if you want. Take it all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms up and lift your left knee up, flex your toes. Exhale, figure four, swing your arms back, sit your butt back. Inhale, standing staff, option to extend left leg forward, press through your heel, and then slow motion, low lunge, fingers and toes touch at the same time. Three-legged dog, right leg to the sky, open your hip, stay here or right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Aim as high as you can on your arm. Yes, inhale, three-legged, square hips this time. Exhale, straight to down dog or come forward. Chaturanga. Heart lifts with your in-breath. Hips lift with your exhalation. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Use your strong core, step forward softly, exhale. Rise slowly, crescent lunge, breathe in, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Yogi's choice, airplane lunge or fly. Yes, amazing. Soft landing if possible, crescent, inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, pyramid pose with a halfway lift. Pull your left butt cheek back and up. And exhale, fold all the way to empty as you dive as deep as you can. Inhale, halfway lift, top of your space, step forward. Big toes touch, tuck and curl, little tiny potato bug ball. Back into your halfway lift, lengthen. If you prefer, you can widen your stance. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Take it all the way up, slowly rise. Inhale, reach up, lift your right knee up, flex your toes back. And then figure four with your chair plane arms. Sit back, reach back, all the way to emptiness. Then standing staff. Extend your right leg forward if you want. Slow motion, low lunge. See if you can land super softly and intentionally. From low lunge, three-legged down dog, left leg back and up. Open up your left hip. Great place to stay and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow, oblique work. Use your strong core. Inhale, three-legged, open your hip up. Left to left, aim high, push the ground away. Amazing. Inhale, square hips, re-extend, three-legged, square hips, and then come forward, your variation. Plank to chaturanga. Nice width. Open your heart as you breathe in. Lift your hips as you breathe out. That is one round. We've got one more. Let's give yourself just a moment. Maybe a couple big sighs. This time I'm going to switch it up a little bit. So we'll follow the same sequence, but I'm just gonna add a few things. So stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and let the rest go. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Okay, big inhalation, push the ground away. Exhale, look forward, step or float, top of your space. Final extension, breathe in. Exhale, bow. All the way up, high mountain stretch. Hands to your heart, exhale. All right, here we go. Listen carefully. Inhale, reach. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Pop up your heart, curl open. Re-extend, realign. Now, chair plane or drinking bird. Swing your arms back. If you want, float to tiptoes. Possibly stay on your tiptoes. High mountain, all the way up. Nice reach. Stay on your tiptoes if you want. Dive down. So stick your butt out. Use your core to help you balance. Amazing. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep your exhale going. Inhale, peel your heart open. Exhale, take your hips up and back. Beautiful. Inhale your right leg high. And then keeping your hips high, exhale, step through softly. Yes, rise slowly, crescent lunge. One more time, airplane lunge or fly. Exhale. As you inhale, back to crescent, soft landing. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, pyramid stance, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, dive as deep as you can. Now listen, inhale, standing splits. So walk your hands forward, float your back leg up. You can stay, hang, play in standing splits, or invitation to open up to a balancing half moon. So right hand on your block or the ground, left hand maybe to left hip, then eventually left arm can reach to the sky. So peel your left hip open, stack it on top of your right hip. Let the front of your heart open. Wherever you are working, your back leg is strong, your toes are active. Very nice, my friends. In your pose, in your expression. Nice, Steve. Take one more inhale. And then nice and easy, little tiny potato bug ball. Use it to neutralize. Curl in all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift. Realign your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Take it all the way up, rise. Inhale, arms reach up. Left knee lifts up. Now listen here, friends. We are going to turn it into a twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. So stay right here or grab hold of your outer thigh with your right hand. Press your left hand into your low back. Stay here, or if you want to work the full pose, grab hold of your left foot with your right hand and slowly extend your left leg forward. Only as much as you can without rounding your back. Yes, amazing. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones. Breathe down into your belly wherever you are working. One last round. Good job. See if you can stay balanced. Standing staff. Inhale, unwind. Extend your left leg if you haven't already, if you want to. Woo! Exhale, low lunge. Slowly land softly. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Open your right hip. Now listen. This time, instead of those knee to elbows, option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward. Live through your hips, live through your heart. Breathe down into your belly. Yes, amazing. One last big inhale. Nice, Nan. Exhale, everybody. Regular down dog. Walk it out. You can keep walking it out, or invitation if you would like. Inhale, high plank. Cover right leg if you prefer. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, peel your heart open. Tone your belly to support low back. You're almost there. Exhale, down dog. You've got one more side. Inhale your left leg to the sky. As soft as possible. Left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. And one more time, airplane lunge or full airplane, fly. Come back, soft landing, crescent. Breathe in, gaze up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, pyramid stance with your halfway lift. Everything long. Exhale, fold all the way to empty dive as deep as you can. Inhale, standing splits. Walk your hands forward, float your back leg up. Stay, hold, play in standing splits, or balancing half moon, open it up. So left hand on a block or the ground, right hand to right hip or right arm to the sky. See if you can squeeze your outer left glute to let your hips open rather than sticking your butt out. Open through the front of your heart, and wherever you're at, your back leg is powerful, your back toes are active, your breath is flowing through every little space. Really nice, you guys. One more great big huge inhale. And then nice and easy, tiny little potato bug ball, neutralize, curl in all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift, realign your spine. You can widen your feet if you want. Exhale, bow and fold. Rise all the way up, high mountain. Lift your right knee up. Now, remember, this time we're gonna twist, left arm forward, right arm back. So this is where you stay, or left hand to the outside of right thigh. Right hand can press into your low back, use that as leverage, or you can grab hold of your right foot, these fingers around big toe, or I like the outer edge of my foot personally. Only extend your leg as much as you can without rounding your back. So your long spine is first priority. Feel the connection to your center, your inner thigh squeezing. Nice M. Take one more round, friends, wherever you're at. Broaden through your collarbones. Good work. Inhale, unwind. Maybe staying balanced just a little bit longer. Maybe extending your right leg forward. Exhale, slow motion, low lunge, soft landing if possible. Good work. And then three-legged dog. Open up your left hip. Now, this time, option to flip your dog. So left foot comes down behind, and then heart opens. Stretch your abdominal wall. Breathe all the way down into your belly and your pelvis. One more in-breath. Beautiful. And then come back, regular down dog. Walk it out. Choose to keep walking it out, or inhale, rock forward, high plank, option to hover left leg. Exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, heart lifts. And then exhale, either down dog or a great place for a child's pose. Great place for a drink of water. Just give yourself a moment to reconnect, to feel whatever there is to feel in your own body. Good job, everybody. All right, with your next inhale, rise up to your hands and your knees. And then from hands and knees, we will move into a modified side plank on our right side. So pivot on your right knee, your right foot comes out to the side of your mat, your left leg reaches back, and then left arm up. So notice if your butt right now is sticking out behind you a lot, and try to squeeze your outer right glute. Nice, McKellen, press your hips forward. Good. And then maybe reach your left arm towards the front wall, bicep next to your ear, and feel the length in your left side. Left foot can be on the ground or float your left leg up. And then if you would like, option to bind the pose. So bend your left knee, grab your foot. Once you've got it, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, but try not to kick your foot up. I know it's easier. Kick your foot straight back and see if you can let your heart look up a little bit more. Yes, nice, Sala. Take one last huge breath wherever you are working. Awesome, Summer. And then slowly release. Hands and knees. All right, from your hands and your knees, come down to your forearms, setting up for a dolphin pose. So you want your elbows no wider than shoulder width distance apart. If possible, make a number 11 with your forearms on the ground. So not a tripod. Tripod is your modification if you want it, but otherwise, number 11 with your palms facing down, your thumbs and index fingers especially pressing. Relax your neck. Tuck your toes under, and at first, just lift your knees like an inch or two, so not very much. And as you hold your knees hovering above the ground, feel your strong shoulder girdle. Hug in with your upper arms. Press down through the belly of your forearms. Now lift your hips up as high as they will go. Walk your toes in as close as you can to your elbows. And as your toes get closer to your elbows, try to press your heart back towards the back of the room. Do not let your elbows drift apart. Try not to let your head touch the ground. Stay here or extend your right leg to the sky. Make your right leg strong so it's lifting you out of your arms and your shoulders. 3 more breaths, friends, in your variation of dolphin. You can play if you want to. Use your strong shoulders and breathe into your upper back. Ah, nice job. One last big, spacious breath. And then let it all go. Right foot down, knees down. Sit back in a child's pose for just a moment. But then we're going to come into what's called screaming toe pose. So knees about hips width distance apart. Curl your toes under and then just sit back onto your heels. So if when you sit back, you're like, oof, that's too much, you can bring your hands to a block in front of you or to the ground in front of you to take some weight off. If at all possible, hips back to your heels. Don't let your heels drift apart. Hug in towards midline. And then just be here and breathe here. If there's some sort of stretch you want to take with your shoulders, you want to interlace your fingers, you want to take eagle arms, you want to just roll out your shoulders, anything is welcome. First priority is soft tissue at the soles of your feet. So this is so good for your plantar fascia. If it's burning right now, breathe into it. It's called screaming toe pose for a reason. So send your breath there. You need to take a break at any time. Come forward, take a break. If this is uncomfortable, welcome to the club. Most people, this is very uncomfortable for their feet. So just be with it. Take one last round. Biggest breath you've taken all class long. Ah, good job. And then come forward, hands and knees. Untuck your toes. Pitter patter tap them out. Yeah, just nice and easy. Might feel nice to lift your feet and just kind of flex, point, or roll out your ankles for a second. And then eventually downward facing dog. And as you move into your down dog, notice the new awareness and the new aliveness in your toes and your feet. All right, great big inhalation as you push the ground away. And then exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your space. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Rise all the way up, arms extend, inhale. And hands to heart, exhale. All right, we're just gonna play with balance for a moment. So bring your hands to begin with, just to your hips, and then lift your left knee up, standing staff. Now, you can choose, you can either bring your left hand to the front of your left knee, and this is where you're gonna work, or if you want more, left hand, either peace fingers around big toes or outer edge of foot, See if you can extend your left leg forward. Only extend as much as you can without rounding your back. All right. So hand either on the front of your knee or on your left foot. Right hand on your hip. See if you can open your left leg or your left knee out to the left. Hug in with your right inner thigh. And if you've got it, maybe your right arm extends out to the right. Yeah, just be playful. Press through your heel, flex through your toes, slowly close it up. Now see if you can keep your left leg lifted almost this high, but release your hand, arms to the sky, standing staff. Woo, one more inhale. Slow motion, low lunge. Once you have landed, my friends, hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot all the way out nice and wide to the width of your mat. I might even bring mine onto the hardwood floor. And then you choose, back knee can come down, hips can melt down. Try to lift your heart. Or you can do the exact opposite, hips lift up as heart melts down. Or maybe you want to do a little bit of both. So feel free to explore in your own way, about 5 to 7 breaths. Just let yourself feel. So not trying to avoid sensation. Breathing into it, softening around it, getting curious about it. Make sure your right knee is not coming forward of your ankle. Make sure your right knee is not falling inward, but if anything, it's tracking outward. So if it helps, you can pivot your right toes out. A few more breaths. Nice job. If you want to exhale out your mouth, it's always there for you. Amazing work, you guys. With your next inhalation, fill up as big as you can. And then open your mouth, release. Lift back up to your hands, stack them under your shoulders. And if your back knee is on the ground, lift it up. Work your right foot back so you'll be in a plank position. Find your strength. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, slowly lower. 3, 2, 1. Back bend of your choice. Peel your heart open. For just a moment, child's pose it out. Big deep breaths. All right, rise up to your hands and your knees. And then we've got modified side plank on our left side now. So pivot on your left knee, your left foot comes out to the side of your mat like a little kickstand. This is a very helpful part. Right leg reaches straight back and then right arm up. So the tendency for people usually is to kind of stick your butt out behind you. I know it's easier. But see if you can squeeze through your outer left glute. It's called your medial glute, and use it to press your hips forward. Yes. And then maybe reach your right arm towards me, towards the front wall, and feel the length in your right side. Right leg can float up if you want. And then final option, bind your pose. Bend your right knee. Grab hold of your foot. Gentle leverage. Work your pose with your breath. If you're holding your right foot, spread your toes. Keep your foot active. Foot kicks back rather than up. Last round. And then nice and easy, release back to hands and knees. Set yourself up for one more dolphin pose. So come down to your forearms. Elbows no wider than your shoulders. Forearms, if possible, parallel. Otherwise, modification is a tripod with your hands. This time, just whenever you're ready, go ahead and lift your hips. So come into it just with awareness on your own. Feel your heart pressing towards the back wall. Feel your hips lifting towards the sky. So get your toes as close as you can to your elbows. And if you want to, left leg can lift this time. If you want to, you could even take little tiny hops using your right leg as a springboard. Yes, amazing, you guys. Last couple of rounds. Strong through your belly. Keep that invisible rope attached to your belly button, pulling up. One last huge inhalation. Fill up as big as you can and open your mouth, sigh it out. Nice, Trish. All right, bring everything down. So for a moment, child's pose. But then invitation for one more screaming toe pose. So knees about hips width distance apart. As you're ready, rise up, curl your toes under, and sit back onto your heels. So your heels will want to drift apart out to the sides. Keep hugging them in. They're not going to touch, but they're hugging towards midline. Yeah, and if you want any stretches with your arms, neck, shoulders, great idea. Now is your time. You just want to focus on breathing into your feet and sitting with that sensation. Perfect. And remember, if you need to at any point, just bring your hands to the ground or a block in front of you. Take a little weight off. It's one of the best stretches you can do for the plantar fascia at the soles of your feet. Take about 3 more. Soft face, soft jaw. Breathe into that heat that's building. No, it's only temporary. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as possible. Hold. Take that extra sip and send it down into your feet, into your toes. Open mouth sigh. Come forward, hands and knees. Pitter patter, tap your feet out, shoelace side. Yeah, just gently. And then if you want, you could even lift your feet, kind of point flex, roll out your ankle. And then eventually downward facing dog. As you move into your down dog, notice this new awareness in your feet and your toes. Big inhalation, push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, however you'd like to get there. Top of your mat, forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, bow. All the way up, slowly rise. High mountain pose, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. All right, last balancing pose right here. Hands to hips. And lift your right knee up, standing staff. So you choose, right hand can come to the front of your right knee, or peace fingers can grab your right big toe or outer edge of your foot. If you've got your foot, start to extend your leg, but only as much as you can without rounding your spine. So if I were to straighten my leg more, then I round my back. So I'm just gonna keep that little bend in my knee, keep pressing through my heel, and then pull your right shoulder back and down like you're trying to plug it into the socket. Take one more breath here. And then if you can, slowly open your leg out to the right. You can also do this with just your knee. If you want, left arm extends. Hug in with your left inner thigh. You should feel your left medial glute, that muscle on the outside of your left butt cheek squeezing. Yes. Slowly come back to center. Close it up. Arms to the sky. If possible, keep your right leg lifted just as high. 3, 2, one more inhale. Slow motion, low lunge, maybe landing softly. Whew. Good job. Once you've arrived, adjust if you need, and then hands inside your left foot. Left foot out nice and wide, maybe even onto the hardwood floor, so give yourself plenty of space. And then you choose where you want to take this. Back knee can come down, hips can melt down, heart can lift. Or hips can lift, heart can melt. Yeah, I see cat grabs its toe, or cat grabs its tail. You're grabbing your toe. So wherever you are working, just make sure your breath is there. Make sure your left knee isn't falling inward. It's tracking outward. So if it helps, pivot your toes out to the left a little bit. If your front knee is coming forward of your ankle, then walk your front foot further forward or your back knee further back. And give yourself about 3 more rounds, big and spacious. Send your breath into your hips. Just be with whatever you're feeling. Bottom of your next exhale, come to your hands, stack them under your shoulders, lift your back knee up, and then work your left foot to the back of your yoga mat. So you'll be in a plank position, top of a push-up. Inhale, push the ground away, and then ever so slowly lower to your belly. Inhale, peel your heart open. And exhale, downward facing dog pose. We're gonna go straight into our pigeon, right leg to the sky, breathe in. Pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. And if you want, absolutely, you can come onto your back. You can take this in a seat. So please set yourself up with lots of intention, attention. Nice width. Your right butt cheek is pulling up and back. Active through your front toes, especially if you feel any sort of pain in your knee. Make sure your front toes are active. And then each exhalation, you're just softening around the pose, within the pose. Use your breath. Good job, Em. Nice work. You can reach. And then you can scoot your back knee back if you want to go deeper, but try not to lean over to the left. So this is what you're trying to work, is that. Keep it as deep. Okay. Nice work, friends. Last couple rounds. And then however you would like. If you're on your back, you can just take neutralizing movements on your back. If you're in regular pigeon, however you'd like to get there, start a transition back to down dog. So maybe it's a three-legged dog at first. Give your right leg a little shaky shake. Maybe you move through some cat-cows. Maybe you move through a vinyasa. Eventually, back to down dog. And I'm actually just gonna say, everybody in your own time, find your way to pigeon on the left side. Take just as much care, just as much awareness to set yourself up on this side as you did on the other. Active through your front toes like you're trying to spread them. And if you have really open hips, friends, rather than trying to push your butt down, just work on getting your front shin parallel to the front edge of your mat with your front knee nice and wide, and pulling your left butt cheek up and back. So if you want to go deeper, rather than trying to sit your hips lower, get your left knee wider and your left shin closer to parallel with the front edge of your mat. Really good awareness. Take about 5 more deep breaths. Anytime you want, big open mouth sigh is more than welcome. All right, I'll just leave it up to you. So maybe 1, 2 more breaths. And you feel pretty even on both sides. We'll start a transition back to one final down dog, or if you're on your back and you want to wait for us there, that's fine too. If you are moving into one final down dog, now would also be your time if you wanted to take one final vinyasa. If you'd rather end up in a child's pose instead of down dog, that's fine too. If you're back in dog pose, just feel into all that space, all that length that you created. If you're in child's pose, feel the ground underneath you, the way it holds you. Then everybody in your next couple rounds, however you want to get there, all the way down onto your back. And you can face whichever direction you like. And once you get down onto your back, hug your knees in and take a little rock from side to side. Set up for a bridge pose with your feet on the ground, knees bent. All of your toes face directly forward and your feet are hips width distance apart. Your ankles should come straight down from your knees. Arms down by your sides. Exhale, pull your belly button down and scoop your tailbone up. And then inhale, peel your spine one vertebra at a time off your yoga mat. Give yourself about 5 to 7 breaths in this last heart opener. You can take any variation you want. So it could be restorative. You could use a block under your sacrum. It could be fingers interlaced underneath you. Robot arms, lift and lower your butt. If you've come to my class for a long time, you know what I'm talking about. If you even want to go into your full wheel, your upward facing bow, go for it. Make sure you can feel your breath moving all the way down into your belly. Hug in with your inner thighs and press especially into heels and inner edges of feet. Nice, you guys. So this is your last heart opener. Feel opening of your front body. Couple more breaths. Nice reach. And then moving slowly and mindfully. See if you can come out of your bridge very slowly, very mindfully, maybe even one vertebra at a time. Once you make your way back to a neutral spine, feet to the width of your yoga mat, but keep your knees bent. Keep your feet on the ground, cactus your arms or tee out your arms and windshield wiper your knees ever so slowly side to side. So the slower you go, the more you will get out of this. Little flexion in the toes is great. And then your top knee, as you take your legs to one side, your top knee is what you want to really work forward and down. Slow, intentional breaths. You can take as many of these as you want. When you feel complete, come back to center and find a happy baby pose. In happy baby, the intention is a neutral spine, not a rounded back. So I know it's easier to lift your butt and kind of round your back. That's fine if it happens, but your intention, the action you're trying to create is a neutral spine. So as you pull down with your arms, press up through your heels, flex your toes. Imagine you're trying to root down through the backs of your shoulders and you're trying to get your tailbone to the ground. So ideally in a neutral spine, you would have a little tiny space underneath your low back that you could slide a grape underneath your low back and it wouldn't get squished. So that is what you're trying to create. Took me about maybe 10 years to figure out how to find a neutral spine in happy baby. So if it doesn't happen today, no big deal, but just get curious about it. You can extend one leg, you can extend both legs, you can play any way you want. And if there are any other poses, friends, anything else that will help you just complete your own practice for your own self, now is your time to move through those. And then eventually, as you feel ready, just settle into your final relaxation. So that can absolutely be the traditional corpse pose, or if there's any other position, any other place that you would like to come to rest, please feel free. At this point, you can just let your breath become effortless and easy. You can just let your muscles give in, soften. As you settle in, my thought for you is by Ali Jolie. She says, your body does not ask you to fix it. It asks you to meet it again and again, even when it's uncomfortable, painful, or challenging. To meet it, even when you want to turn away and avoid the wisdom it reveals through its symptoms and sensations. To meet it with kindness, curiosity, compassion, and so much tenderness. Your body does not ask you to fix it. It asks you to meet it. To meet it again and again, even when it's uncomfortable, painful, or challenging. To meet it even when you want to turn away and avoid the wisdom it reveals through its symptoms and sensations. To meet it with kindness, curiosity, compassion, and so much tenderness. So these last few moments, friends, just be in your body and meet it, whatever's there. Whatever you're feeling physically, energetically, emotionally, just be with it, hold it, and let it flow through. Shavasana. Take a big deep breath in. Let it go. And just slowly, gently bring movement back into your body. Wiggle fingers, toes. And just eventually, please no rush, but eventually fetal position on either side. Give yourself just a moment resting there. Kind of letting everything soak in. Any energy, anything you want to take with you, just visualize it in some way. Soaking into your being. And using your arms, ease your way up. Seated meditation. Sit up, nice and tall, facing towards the front of your mat. Gather your hands to your heart. Prayer hands are one palm stacked on top of the other. And we'll close our practice today with one great big Om. So let your Om just be your own expression. Don't worry what your voice sounds like. No judgment in this room. But just focus on what it feels like to use your voice to let the energy inside of you come out. So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need. And then breathe in your voice all the way down from your belly. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, showing up on your Easter morning, letting me guide you through your practice. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys. Oh, please stop. You're so silly. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful rest of your Easter Sunday.
You are a little stinky girl. Oh my goodness, what is up with you?
Easy, baby. So easy. John, you're so great. Your Easter eggs, we just poured them out on the counter. It's just hilarious. It's the best thing ever. So fun.
I'm glad. Try and grab
The big nugget. I know. He's like stoked on. He's like, this is a special one. He put it in a special thing.
It's like reviews.
You're so welcome, Max. Love you. What? Propane.
It's like the all what
Sounds
raving about it.
okay. Get a load of that. Like, give me the nugs. Give me those nugs, baby. You're hilarious. Baby. You out? Oh, I love y'all. That's what it is for everybody, though. So don't think anything is.
Oh, I know.
It's good.
It is.
It's good. Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, it's good. It's good. It's good. You're doing it, John. You're doing it. You should feel good. Hey, oh my gosh, tell me your name. Yeah,
Katie.
It is. Oh my gosh, every time. It's
Well,
like the
yeah,
easiest. It's my freaking own name, and I can't get it. That's yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Do you normally do or is that
Night?
Yeah.
Night? 8:30 p.m.
I was here at yours, but do y'all rotate?
No, just me.
Oh,
Bye. Thank you. I
something in the
teach.
back
Yeah.
and then sit down.
So Tuesday is rotating. Tuesday 8:30 is rotating. Thursday is always me.
Oh.
So Tuesday is like my yoga teacher trainers. They're teaching that class. So it's $5. Everybody pays $5, not like. And then mine is just regular by donation. I'm always teaching. Yeah. So it's kind of like their like little practicum. They're doing their practicum hours. Yeah. Yeah. And it goes to the space too, the money. So it's Yeah, thank you.
There's one. Okay, Missy. We gotta get you out to the parkies, huh? Gotta get this girl out to the parkies. Yep, we do. She gotta go for the parkies on her walk. Yep. I get ready, okay? I get ready. Yep. I get ready. Yep.
You're so welcome. Ruby is like next level. I don't know what's happening. You see, do you hear my bowls in the middle? Because she's like on top of him. She like
Oh,
her
is that
collar
it?
clinked on it. I'm like, Jesus, Ruby, get up. What are you doing? She's obsessed. Oh no. No, she doesn't need a potty. I don't know what it is. Love you, Barb. Happy Easter. Oh yeah, my people. My Easter people. My Zoom Easters. Love you, Easter people.